Yeah, let's just kick it, know what I'm saying? Let's just kick it, know what I'm saying? Jabo, you out there, squirrely traveler? Squirrely traveler, you out there? Mary, anybody suffering from insomnia? Let's just kick it, know what I'm saying? Let's just be kicking it, know what I'm saying? See, nine damn notices don't go out. Don't be kicking it. Just watch UFC. It was pretty good. UFC free Saturday night. UFC fight night. I'd just be kicking it. Know what I'm saying? Who's out here now? Number one. Who is it? Come on up here and talk. Let's party. You know what I'm saying? Let's just kick it. Know what I'm saying? Anybody out there? Jabo? Simple Life? The old party poopers? Let's just party. Just got done watching UFC. Party here. Gonna go to Sweepy. This is a problem when the notice isn't going out, but it's because I uploaded too many videos today. I don't know what the hell that has to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Come, Betty Daisy. Come on, I can hear Daisy walking. Come on, Come on, girl. Come on, hon. Come, Betty. I got the AC on, hon. Come on, hon. Come on, girl. Let's kick it. Let's kick it. I bought some Claritin today, 24-hour, non-drowsy. Man, this shit has been just killing me. Seems a little better. This constant nasal drip. Excuse me. You know, when I come on like this and I don't talk about it earlier, it like takes forever. It never used to be that way. It's that fucking YouTube. Put me on the shit list. Christine, you're not in Betty already, are you? Let's party. Got some pretty good little storms here today. They didn't last long, but they were fun. I liked them. Made me want to party. Still consider my plan of just reading books the rest of my life when I get this house finished. It's not going anywhere. Just tripping. Come on, don't like that. What are you doing? Come on, you five people. Get on here and talk. Start partying. Where's Sharon? Frisky. They're out on the West Coast. Still early there. Could be block people too looking. Hey Chris, how you doing? I'm sure you didn't get a notice, did you? Good. It's a hot day today. 96. Wow, 99. Wow, did you go outside? Wow. We're getting it hot like that all next week. Wow. What do you do? Just stay inside all day? Jeez. Yeah, I think it is too. I hate going out there. I did go to Walmart today in a Harbor Tool place, Harbor Freight Tool. Is Debbie working yet? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they're at today. I put up a lot of videos today. When that happens, a notice doesn't go out. I don't know. This happens sometimes. Probably in bed or doing something else. I just got done watching the UFC fights. It's pretty late to come on. What type work she doing now? Oh, okay. Good for her. I think Mark was on tonight. I don't know if he's still on or not. No, she doesn't. No, she hates it. She stays out of there. Yeah, I can't hear you. No, just text. No, just text. This is YouTube, not StreamYard. Climate control in what way? Like the government doing it? Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I remember that. They were planting those seeds. No, I don't save any of the videos. No, I don't save any of them. I have the video that I made the videos out of, but I don't save the completed videos. No. Oh, the weather? No, I don't think. No, I mean, I think you can manipulate it. Yeah, that's for sure. But I don't think this warm weather is. I think it's a result of like a larger population, greenhouse gases. I believe that. You know, carbon dioxide, fossil fuels, all that stuff. I mean, the population is increasing, and the demand in Asia is so high. It's the Earth can only take so much of that. What are you partying on tonight, Jeff? Just tripping? Did you watch much of Natasha's stuff, Jeff? She's got a good voice, I think. How does she do those songs? What do you do? Just like, uh, does she just do that by talking into like a pre-recorded like sound and dubs her voice over, or what? How does she make those songs? No, I don't. I don't save any of them. Nope. I have the original video that I used to make the videos that you see, but I don't save any completed videos. No, it would just take up too much space. I already have like 40 terabytes of photos and video. Oh, that's what I thought too, because they all kind of sound the same. Like it's some kind of, yeah, that's what I thought. I think she's good. She's got a great voice. I do save them. Yes, I do. Yeah, all the original photographs and videos I keep on hard drives, external hard drives, about 40 terabytes worth. I keep them all. But let's say, for an example, like for some reason a video is taken off YouTube, I need to go back and find those clips, assemble it again, render it, and then upload it. I don't keep the completed uh, video, the rendered video. Yeah, cool. I think she said. I think she said she just disabled one time. I think she mentioned that. Not that it matters, but oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, yep. Yeah, hey Natasha, how do you do that music? Yeah, didn't you say you were disabled one time? Oh, you're able. Okay, I thought. Well, I don't know why I thought that. I thought you mentioned that one time. Oh no, well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you mentioned that one time. You were on disability or something. I don't know why I thought that, but I think it had something to do. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. Must have been somebody else. It was somebody in Canada, and I thought it was you. Natasha, how do you do those songs? Do you just, is it like a program and then you dub your voice over it, or how's that work? Yeah, I didn't even know if you got government money. I don't know why I thought that. Oh, record. Oh, oh, it is. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Now, do you have a job, Natasha? Like a job too? How about this? Are you Native American? I wanna, if you're not, then I've really got this wrong. Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. I thought, I don't know why I was thinking this. Oh, that's all right. I just don't remember talking to anybody in Canada that was, I could have mixed it up with. No, I never went. I never did. Nope. I never went there, Chris. Nope. Probably never went. That place a mess, isn't it? I probably never will go there. It's a real issue. There are other places like that, maybe just not as big or as congested. Hey, Blue, how you doing? How's it going? What's wrong? What's the problem? Yeah, we had some little ones. Yeah, I know you got a lot of smoke out there. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have had problems with vertigo, for different reasons, like inner ear affections. And wow, sorry about that. Is it helping? Would you do fall or something? It is. I know people that have, couldn't work because of it for a while, but all of them recovered. I can ask them what they did. Yeah, it's scary. Well, at least you didn't have a stroke. Dehydration causes that too. Inner ear infections. Oh, wow. Huh. I got a buddy of mine with that damn, it's pronounced a million different ways. Tinnitus, tinnitus, basically ear ringing. That guy that started Texas Roadhouse killed himself because he couldn't get rid of it. And I got a buddy of mine's on the verge of it. Oh, good luck with that, Blue. No, it does drive people nuts. It does. I have it too, but I just don't pay attention to it, believe it or not. They say a lot of like Pete Townsend and guys like that have it as well. From like loud noise. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can cause it. Uh, more we're helped than we're hurt, Natasha. Yeah, I know it. No, not me. It's saved thousands of people. I know a guy that works the CED and a doctor, CDC, and a doctor that's practiced for 40 years that's an osteopath. He's not an MD, and he's 100% for it, and that's all he does is study science. I'm not saying that people don't have problems with it, but it saved every vaccination has problems, but it saved way more people than it hurt, for sure. Hey, LA. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, I mean, I like the sound of a fan. Yeah, I do like the sound of a fan, but it like when the air conditioning's on, which it is down here. Oh, pressured into it. You're not getting any more, Jeff? Hey, it's a personal choice. You don't have to. Good luck. Oh, wow. I've never had a headache, thank God. Chap lips, never had chap lips either. Okay. Hey, Inflo. So are you saying that's why you're in the hospital, Jeff? Oh, you want me to take it off? Here, I'll take it off. Hang on a second. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I don't care. It's no big deal. I just turned it on. Give me the basis of your information source, Natasha, on the cover-up. What are your sources? Oh, do you see a rheumatologist? Thank you. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Yeah. Welcome to the retirement years, LA. Natasha, do you go natural? Compensated by who? And where is that data? Where is that data? Yeah, well, I will do it tomorrow. So you're saying that the vaccination didn't do anybody any good? Natasha, do you go natural on stuff? Are you all natural? Yeah, but how would you be privy to that data on who it injured and who it didn't? No, but are you like this with all pharmaceuticals? Do you go natural? Oh, okay. Jeff, do you have like a rheumatoid arthritis or something? No, you wouldn't. Jeff, because you see a rheumatologist and a neurologist, are you on other medications? Huh. Well, I mean, there's no doubt that medications have side effects, but overall, the medicinal benefit is generally better than the side effects. I mean, you're going to see an ENT guy, and I guarantee you he's going to give you a prescription. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. But I mean, you weren't on medications and you got vertigo, right, Blue? That vertigo is common. Jeff, what's the name of that tumor in your eye socket? Man, I had that damn COVID twice. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, you know, they have open MRIs now where you're not enclosed like that. Places do. You don't have to go in that tube. When I ever had one, I shut my eyes and didn't open them. They'll give you a medication to go in there. Were the two anti-nausea meds related to the MRI, or they gave you something to go through the microfibroblastic tumor? Now, are there other reasons, Jeff, that those are caused? Yeah, the open ones are more expensive. Oh, they gave you a Valium. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Melissa. Yeah, that's it. Ativan. Xanax. I thought Jamie Foxx had a stroke. Oh, okay. I thought he had a stroke, Jamie Foxx, but it wasn't like from an official source, but they seems like they kind of been hiding what he had. Yeah, but you're young too, aren't you, Natasha? And presumably you're not a smoker or a diabetic or overweight. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah. Well, nobody says that you're not going to get COVID because you're vaccinated. What they say is your likelihood of dying is reduced. Doesn't keep you from getting it. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, keep it under wraps. That's true. But, if you look at the timeline and stuff and people that knew him, I mean, it's guessing, but it seems like something like that. Now, I don't know about Jamie Foxx, but some of these people that have had some health difficulties, Michael J. Fox, Robin Williams before he killed himself, heavy cocaine users, which are linked to strokes. Super rare in children. Huh. But he was a heavy cocaine user, which is also linked to dementia. Oh, wow. Huh. Did that affect your vision at all, Jeff? Yeah, well, his eye wasn't going to heal itself. Huh, yeah, it is strange. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, good. That's good. Did your insurance cover that? Most of it? Sorry about that. I didn't know you had that happen. No kidding. God. Yeah, that's how it is. That's considered good insurance nowadays. $5,000 deductible and a 20% copay. Need to go on Medicaid. It would have all been covered. Hmm. But if it's in children, Jeff, I'm assuming that there's people that get that condition that never were vaccinated. Yeah, lymphoma, yeah. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, well, all bets are off on long-term use of marijuana. That's the only effects they know of. They're now starting to piece the dots together on memory loss as you age. But because it's illegal, and in this country it's not recommended by the AMA, there aren't many studies on it. No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, right. They're risk factors. What do they give that for generally, Melissa? Just someone that gets nauseous, like for no reason, or you're going on a cruise ship or what? Oh, hangovers. Oh, really? I don't think. I bet. I don't know if I ever really had a real hangover. Huh. That's interesting. People live longer now than they ever had because of medication. It's not poison. You against insulin for diabetics, Natasha? Blue, I've read some pretty good studies on patent medications like, generic from the real McCoy. Man, there is a difference, like with sleep aids and allergy medications and that kind of thing. These are double blind studies. Yeah, they have for the better. I want to look this thing up in Canada tomorrow about this compensation program for vaccinations. Yes, it is. Huh. If it wasn't approved by the FDA, you wouldn't need a prescription for it, and you couldn't get it. Blue, would you ever consider a natural treatment for treating this vertigo and just skipping treatment with physicians? Huh. trying to see the name of this damn thing. Hey, John. What's a cover up? What cover up you talking about? Yeah, it's big. That's a big fly. Yeah, it's huge. It's about 1.75 inches long. Yeah, it's common. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I know a lot of people that have had somebody else I know that was giving them a real problem. Like they had to take time off work. I'm sure Natasha thinks marijuana makes everything go away, which it does, but not in a good way. Blue, you got to be careful driving at least till you get over the hump because in most states, that's an automatic 6 months revocation. If you admit to a cop, you have vertigo. No doctor needed. No, that's a good idea, really. Yeah, I tried some edibles before I could take them relief, and I never smoked it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. You're not applying for jobs. Blue, you didn't have to catch any of our live last night when I was discussing Catholicism with Michelle, did you? Yeah, that's a good idea, Melissa. Shower chair. Yeah. Well, it was hot here today. It's going to be hot here all next week, too. She says she's going to be able to get her parish priest on. I hope she does. I think it'd be fun to discuss. Do you have an opinion on that, or did you just let it go in one ear or out the other? Excuse me. It was 96 here today. Yeah, it's hot. Humid too. LA, weren't you raised Catholic? Yeah, it was. Yep. Heat index was high. Yeah. How did you feel? How'd you feel about the Bible? No, that's super strange. That's the whole idea behind Christianity. Yeah, I hate the heat too. Yeah. I get sick feeling when it's that hot out. Yeah, but you think it was inspired by God, don't you, Blue? Do you think it's a guide to how you should live your life? Oh, okay. I really hope she gets that parish priest. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Christian, so it's a moot point for me. Oh yeah, no, it'll wear you out, man. If I was betting, if we were in Las Vegas now, I would put my and you said you have to follow a religion. You got to pick one. I think I'd go with Judaism. Yeah, but religion, I mean, it should be pretty much cut and dried. Just the cultural aspect. I mean, I've thought about this a lot, and I believe like in intelligent design, that's just a way of putting that, I'm in awe of the way that things have developed in the world and the planets and the animals and that kind of thing. I just don't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. I believe that he existed, and I think he was a prophet, just like the Jews do. But this immaculate conception, and I just don't buy it. Well, that has nothing to do with Christianity, Jeff. Yeah, no, somebody's right. That's for sure. Yeah. I mean, you know, The Jews, I think they got it the best. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it should be like a practical requirement for what you pick, but culturally, and I mean, they got some weird stuff too, like kosher meats and Orthodox Jews, and but it isn't like Christianity. I mean, they got every crazy story in the world out there: burning bushes, speaking in tongues, walking on water, immaculate conception. It goes on forever. Adam and Eve story sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, those kind of things. Yeah, but I kind of get it because at least there's a basis for cleanliness, hygiene, as opposed to immaculate conception. I mean, they're closer to the truth, I think. But this heaven and hell, and the Catholics and their views. I think there's a biological basis for homosexuality, and the Bible is just very clear on how you should treat homosexuals in the Old Testament and the New. So there's no way of getting out of it. You can't take communion. You can't get married. It's the ultimate form of discrimination. Jeff, do you grind your teeth at night when you're sleeping? I think I'm too much of a tormented soul when I sleep. I think my eyes shut and I look up and the sun's coming up and it's 8 hours later, but I don't think it's the kind of sleep you're getting. I think it's like an 8 hour psychiatric rant. Did you get the time release? I hope you can make it down here and visit. It's not that far of a drive. My place should be finished in September. You can take tons of melatonin too. Yeah, I have like crazy dreams. I wake up and I'm glad they were dreams. And I know I grind my teeth. Do you think those dream interpretation publications are valid, Jeff? No, no way. Absolutely no way, Blue. No. Nope. Yeah, there are a lot of origins for snoring. Are you sure? Are you just snoring or do you have sleep apnea? I mean, I think dreaming's kind of like some of these religious stories people wrote down. I mean, why would there be the need for like immaculate conception? I mean, is this just that the creator of everything conceives with a woman through something other than intercourse? It's so nuts. I think that's all near death experiences are dreams, like hallucinations. People chasing you and stuff like that. It's not rational. Unfortunately, I've never had a sexual dream. Seriously? Wow. Yeah, right. Yeah. Are you tired when you wake up? Oh, you lucky dog. I never had a sexual dream. It may have something to do with watching Pornhub for 3 or 4 hours before I went to sleep. Wasn't any storage space left. I never had that sleep paralysis either. Shaky leg syndrome. Huh. That would be interesting, a repetitive dream. Huh. Jeff, was it like a positive sexual dream? I mean, were you really pounding it to a 19-year-old college cheerleader, or was it a couple old twin 80-year-old grandmothers? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, that's probably a prerequisite. There's no sperm left when I go to bed. Thank you. That's good advice. That's good advice. I can't help but wonder sometime. I wouldn't say damage, but if you ever get a chance where, let's take for an example, just for the sake of argument, heaven is real and you go there and it's just like they portray in movies and books, and you get to ask questions and get answers. I just wonder if there's any like negative consequences to watching it. I mean, if there are, I'm fucked. Yeah. Yeah, you nailed it, Jeff. It's the human mind. No, well, I don't know. I don't know what that is, Melissa. What is that? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I think there's honestly, my opinion, and it doesn't mean shit, and it isn't scientifically based, but I think there's a connection to porn and depression. I do. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think there's a connection to that for sure. Ah, good for you, Jeff. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm not. If I had to just hedge my bets, I'm sure porn. I mean, what's good for you, right? That's the $50,000 question. But I'm sure there are consequences to it. I don't think it. I hate to say this, but I would say I don't think it's normal. Oh, you guys are making me jealous. Huh. Hey, Chris. You guys are making me jealous. I don't think it's. I mean, if you looked at like a scale of happiness, and let's say, and I'm not saying this is happiness, but as an example for the sake of argument, and you had a loving, reciprocating relationship that grew and got better over time, and let's say that was a 10, I think chronic watching porn. Hey, Christine. I think chronic watching porn is probably a 3 or a 4. That's been my highest level in my life in that regard, in that facet of my behavior. It can't be good. I don't think it's good. And when I see levels higher than mine, or it's depicted in a movie or a book or in a conversation, I think they're lying. That's how fucked up it is. Yeah, I mean, that's how jaded and twisted you get in your benchmark. Yeah, great writers. Yeah, you're right. I agree. I never watched that show either, but I agree from just so many things and references I've heard that it's great writers. Yeah, anybody that can write that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but it worked. I mean, everybody was paid super successful. All those shows. I read an article the other day of the residuals these people get from shows. It's crazy. Excuse me, like Kelsey Grammer. It's crazy what he gets, like 50 million a year. Seinfeld gets like 100 million a year. Yeah, I think it's strange. Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things, you know, you'll never know the answer to. Like a lot of things. Like Chris, just throwing something out there, or Jeff, do you think your life would be different now if you were born with a 10-inch cock? Just things like that. You just wonder. You don't think it would have changed anything. Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, that's a good answer then. So no, pretty much, right? No, that's bullshit. Nuh-uh. It's got a lot to do with it. Nope. Christine will give us a straight answer on that. Christine, are you up for answering that question honestly? Yeah, but that's not valid either. Just because nobody complained doesn't mean it couldn't have been way bigger. Hey, Frederick. Yeah, I would have loved to have him show up. I would have loved to have him show up. I like that guy. A lot of interesting people out there. Somebody sent me screenshots of him. He's doing well. Look good. Well, we're talking about, I made a joke about if Chris and Jeff's cock would have been 10 inches, would their life have been different? And Blue Malibu made a comment that it's not how big it is, it's how you use it. What's your take on that? I know women that are broken up with guys because their pecker was too small. Really, for real. Oh, LA degrees. Wow. LA, would you at least admit there's too small? It can be too small. Come on, Christine. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, good. But you sure it wasn't other things? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there might be something to that. Only reason I doubt that is because, I've been friends with women that, where I was just friends with, and all of them seem to talk about big dicks, you know, you know, in a positive way. I know that sounds like a male, locker room talk, but it's not. It's what they told me. Hey, Mark. I don't believe that. I think they all like a big cock. I mean, you can't be a dud, but I think it matters. I think women, for whatever reason, are just reluctant to admit it. It sounds like guy talk with big tits and, stuff like that. And they've been conditioned to talk differently. They just, it's the same thing when men are dating women and you ask a woman how big her boyfriends were before she met you, and they get this glassy eyed stare and they don't remember. They remember. They're just not going to tell you, especially if it was bigger. No, other aspects, I agree. But I'm talking about the basic bare bones, minimum requirements. No, they say that, but I don't buy that. Yeah, I agree. I've read that too. They do. They say that. Yeah, thank you, Christine. Yeah, they say all that bullshit about its cervix and it stretches and doesn't matter how much bigger it is after that. I don't believe it. And that's just based on women I've talked to. I mean, I'm not saying that, that's valid, but I think they all wanted a big dick. You don't see girls crunched over with a finger like they're telling a secret, laughing with their girlfriends about a small dick. Yeah, but I don't think it has anything to do with the cervix. I think they look down there and they see a big old rod, and they're not concerned about measurements. They appreciate it. Yeah, but if it's 6 inches, I mean, most people shouldn't have the problem. I don't think it matters. I mean, most guys would be hitting the cervix, wouldn't they? Yeah, I mean that's kind of true. That's kind of true, but that's different. You know what I mean? Yeah, right, Bopak. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm talking about, but I just think there's a part about it. I would give my, I would hedge my bets that size matters. So, Christine, no, it happens. I met one girl my whole life with a small vagina. I didn't even think that was possible, but I did. I'm glad I did because if I didn't, I would have said it's a bunch of bullshit too in my experience. I met one with a really small vagina. I didn't even think that was possible. Far as I know, at least women I've talked to, most of them don't have orgasms having intercourse. Yeah, but these are different issues, man. Everybody knows how women have orgasms, but orgasm or not, I think they prefer a big dick. No, you're right about that, Melissa. Alcoholism and suicide. Yeah, she's correct in like a Dr. Ruth lecture. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, see, they wouldn't have said anything if it didn't matter, Frederick. Yeah, they wouldn't have said anything if it didn't matter. That's awesome. I think it matters, but it could be false. It isn't exactly a scientific study. Yeah, that may be true. Hey, Christine, I got another one for you. No, it's a boring job. You're bent over, you know, in people's mouth. It's the same old procedures over and over and over again. So boring. In general, I know there are exceptions. They're not as smart as MDs either. A lot of dentists couldn't get into medical school. They got into dental school. Big difference. They make that same argument about veterinarians, which is also faulty because there's only like 28 veterinarian schools. But the real smart people that want to go into medicine, they work on people, not animals. So you got a second tier of smart people that didn't get into medical schools, so they became vets. Now they'll argue that there are only 28 schools, it's more competitive. That's bullshit. There's much less people applying for veterinarian school than there are medical schools. It's apples and oranges. It's not the same. And if you look at DOs compared to MDs, if you look at GPA and MCAT scores, now look, we got to use something to grade these fucking guys, right? It's not just going to be a flip of a coin. MDs have way higher MCAT and GPAs than DOs. Sorry, it's a fact. Yeah, high suicide rate. They do, Mark. Yeah, you're right. It's because it's so boring. Well, psychiatrists amongst medical doctors are considered like the red-headed stepchildren. It's like a bullshit specialty. You're not doing heart surgeries, you're not doing spine surgeries, you're not doing brain surgery, you're just out there bullshitting people. It's an easier residency to get into for sure. The top students aren't psychiatrists. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. I'd do it too. But it's all open for discussion. I think it's fun to talk about. Now, here's the thing too. Now we'd already covered the size of guys as cocks. But how about this now, guys? Now, don't these women have been on here a while? They don't mind just candid conversations. This is how we get to places. And even though it isn't, if you don't like the answer, it doesn't matter because it's just chit chat. It's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily false. But now that we've covered cock size, guys out there, Chris, Jeff, any of the guys, Frederick, Mark, do you think breast size is important? And here's what I want to ask you. Not just some vague answer, yes or no. I'm talking about if you met a woman and she just had like little tiny, like A cup breasts, like a training bra. Her tits were the same size as at 40 as they were in the seventh grade. Is that a deal breaker for you or not? You think that's important or not? I only think there's a significance to it because of the breast augmentation that women get on their own that they don't have to. That's the real clincher for me. So my answer is yes. I think it's a I think it can be a deal breaker. I mean, like Christine said, she had a boyfriend that's a dentist that had a little pecker. He just didn't do it for her. Didn't care how he performed or talked dirty or whatever. For you, no. Okay. Yeah, I'm the same way, Chris. To the size of the boob. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, Chris? Well, your husband, he had the best of both worlds, didn't he? Oh, butt man. See, that matters. Yeah, larger. I'm the same way. Yeah. Yeah. There's girls that I thought that were really attractive and stuff, but I just didn't have any tits. No, I just don't think I could do it, to be honest with you. Oh, a deal breaker. Oh, good for you. But the thing that really makes me, think that it's a deal is because of what women do. If you talk to women, they'll tell you, there's something wrong with you. You're going to be that shallow. The breast size of a woman and the size of a penis doesn't matter. This is a conversation you'd have with a woman. But then if you look at the statistics of women that I'm assuming would likely have that conversation with people, they're also going to get breast enhancement. And they use reasons like so they can look better in a dress. I had another girl tell me it's because she was a runner and her boobs sagged. And there's just all sorts of reasons to do it. Regardless of that, they do it. And they don't have to. And that's the point I'm making. I just for the disdain women have with male opinions, I'm surprised that there isn't a higher percentage of them just telling the guys to go fuck themselves that like me as I am. That old like me as I am doesn't really seem to fly very well in the real world. Which is why people get cleft palate surgery and breast enhancements and hooded clitoris trimmed and Botox and collagen and plastic surgery and every other fucking thing. Doesn't it basically come down to being attractive to the opposite sex? Upright and pointed. No, it's fun to discuss though because you're gonna go to a psychiatrist and get an explanation. You're gonna have girlfriends. Of course, it's always biased. It's just hard to get a straight answer on just the validity of this in the real world. No, that's true. It's not the whole story. That's true. But how about this? Do you think you could have a romantic relationship with someone that you weren't physically attracted to? It's fun. It's interesting to figure out. Well, that's how they sell guys on toupees and hair transplants. They get you in there. They're experts. First of all, they're like very convincing people. You don't just hire a guy that was changing oil at Walmart the week before. And you come in there and, you're losing your hair and you're not knocking out ass all the time. And the only thing you can come up with that it must have something to do with male pattern baldness at 25 years old. So you go in there and you sit down with the guy and it's like you're thinking about doing this, whatever it is, transplant, toupee, whatever. And that's the first thing he sells you on. It's like, well, how's your love life? Well, it's not very good. And they sell you on that's the reason why the women aren't falling out of the sky. It's because you look prematurely old because of male pattern baldness. And that's how they get to finance you for the $15,000 Chucky hair replacement because they've sold you that's not why you're knocking out more ass. Hey, Neil. Peace out, bro. I mean, Neil never had this problem, so they'd have had a hard time selling him. He's got a great head of hair. Oh my God. Really, Natasha? No, you're right about that, Natasha. But do you think that's ingrained or learned with regard to women's opinions on how tall a guy is? I do think it matters. It hurts. It hurts them. You know what's always surprising to me? It just jogged my memory for some reason. Is you see these shows where they call them little people. They're dwarfs or midgets or I don't know what the appropriate name is to call them. They had those shows on the TV and they get divorced and it's surprising to me some of the attractive mates that some of these midgets get. And I don't find them attractive at all. There's a couple midgets in porn and I make sure to scroll right through them when I'm on Pornhub. It doesn't do a thing for me. Those little hands and that squatty body and that giant head. It's just not attractive to me. But I'm sure there's a fetish group out there, but I'm always surprised who they hook up with. Yeah. Jeff, you think you could, so far you've passed the test on cock size, breast size. You said a little bit about height. Do you think, all things said, do you think you could be attracted to a midget? How about you, Chris? You think you could fall in love with a midget? Yeah, I don't either. I don't think I could either. Yeah, see that, Christine? Bottoms up, Christine. That's how I get the truth out of you. They're small. I don't think you could you? I mean, be honest here. Christine could do it. Now, do you think that's being shallow? This is where the rubber meets the road. Do you think that's being shallow at all? No, I know they have more to offer than Big Boot. That's not the point. The point is if is that a deal breaker if you met someone you were attracted to? Could you get over with her having a trainer bra in her 40s? Yeah, thank you, Chris. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question on that, Natasha. That's a tough one. Do you really, Jeff? I don't think I could. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed that I couldn't, but I just don't think the world works that way. I don't think it is with romance. I don't think it is. I don't think it is with romance. Natasha, do you think there are parameters on that? I mean, there got to be deal breakers out there for you, aren't there? I mean, the haves and the have-nots. It applies with everything. Money, attractiveness. I think I got to call bullshit. I know a lot of it though, because you see the people that you look at yourself when you were younger, and you see the people who they get hooked up with. I would put that first on the list, attractiveness, because you look at the bullshit that people put up with for attractive people, and then scroll down. Now, Christine couldn't do it. Right, that's true. That's true. Well, it depends who you ask, Bopak. I mean, sometimes just fucking is 90% of what keeps them together. I mean, when you have conversations like this, it's put in the back seat, but it's actually pretty damn important. Oh, that's great, Interneil. Yeah, get my application. Yeah, but that's more how women feel, not men, Jeff. I mean, you seem like a I don't want to use abnormally comes to mind, but like a pretty sensitive guy, which is good. I mean, I think it's a attribute. It's a plus. I'm not knocking you. I just don't think you use the same lens like a typical male would for throwing the old cock to a good-looking woman. That's probably why you're into like the photography and the music and all that kind of stuff too. You're kind of like a free spirit, you know. I don't think it's shallow though. They'll label you as being shallow, but I think this all this stuff is has a biological logic attached to it. Shallow is because you really can't come up with a better way to bullshit your way out of it. But it's like I said all along, it's like whether you're a butterfly or an elephant or a white-tailed deer or a couple ducks, they're not going for the one-legged ugly one. It's not all you care about, but it's definitely part of the equation. It's not as low as it seems to be in conversations like this. It's actually quite high. Yeah, meaningful connection. But Natasha, you've had meaningful connections on men that you couldn't be attracted to because of what we're discussing, I'm assuming. I mean, who hasn't? Is that true, LA? That's interesting. Yeah, I think it's super important. I mean, in a fantasy world, it wouldn't be, but in a reality, it is. I mean, why don't you see a bunch of good-looking, professional athletes and movie stars marrying midgets? You can't tell me there aren't some charming, intellectual midgets that they would have got along with great on the phone, but when they sent a picture, he said, "Fuck that." Let me put it this way. Like, let's say you told me to go out and pick 20 for the guys on the chat, to go out and pick 25 women that I think you'd like. And then you had Jeff go out and he stuck to his guns and he picked out 25. You'd see a completely different set of examples. Yeah, see, no, that old light bulb never lit for me, Jeff. Oh, really? How's she look, Natasha? Is she attractive? Yeah, I mean, that's the anomaly, though, Natasha. That's the anomaly. I mean, I think if that's valid, then they're lucky because I just don't think it works that way, mostly. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, I mean, it's refreshing, but it's also an anomaly. If you look at like sports guys and Hollywood and people with money, billionaires, whatever. Blue, you still with us? You didn't fall off your chair, did you? Yeah, good for you, Christine. That's good. Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah. I don't think it's possible for everyone. Just get comfortable with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, Natasha, no, I hate to dumb it down, but the gray-haired older woman, she could be a piece of ass and a half. I mean, she could really ring that bell. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, good luck to you. I think there's a huge genetic component to it too. I don't think your mental outlook's any different than how tall you are, how big your breasts are. You have a way of perceiving things based on your DNA. And if it's, you articulate it like LA did with having walls up, but those old genes aren't communicating in the healthiest way possible. And it's just not part of the package. I think I have the same problem. I'm not knocking you. Yeah, meaningful. That's a moving target, just like happiness. Take it from an expert. Dumbed my down my whole life. Blowjobs and porn. Oh, it would, Frederick. I mean, you look at like a person like Natasha. You assume that when you're her age, that that your ship's going to come in someday, and it may never come in. Yeah, I don't know. Great. Sex was great. Fantastic. Really good. Yeah, super good. You sure about that, Natasha? I'm the same way. Yeah, you say that now because you've got this big, long future ahead of you. Yeah, maybe LA. Well, that's good. What do you think about this, guys? And that is a comedian telling people in the audience that are at like a nightclub, comedy club, you're sitting at a table for two, and the comedian says, "You two look across the table and look into each other's eyes and acknowledge that's as good as it was going to get for either one of you." Do you think there's an element of truth to that? Right. Chris, do you think your relationship is dysfunctional? Good for you, Jeff. Yeah, congratulations. That's right. Good for you. Yeah, that's good. I don't recommend it. Yeah. Oh, wow, Natasha. Huh. A lot of factors. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'd look at that stuff like, for me, about the same chance at climbing Mount Everest. It'd be like a achievement that was never in the cards. And I'm not sure that's nirvana either. Oh, wow. You don't think that's a false example, do you, Natasha? No, that's enough, Christine. Thank you. Bottoms up. And keep the population going. That's the thing about the world. There are going to be babies born no matter what. Good night, Jeff. You party on. The late night chats are the best. Banchoed. Yeah, I want to go to India. Love you, Christine. Nighty night. No, yeah, I would agree with that, Natasha. Yeah. It's too bad. It's like winning the lottery or knowing someone that did. Yeah, I agree. I think so too. Yeah. I think it's like anything, to be a pro athlete, you have to be a certain size and a certain weight. And I think to have a relationship like that, you have to have a certain genetic makeup, life experience. And if you don't, you're always going to aspire to something that was never possible from day one, which helps. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's just like people disappointed that they're not an astronaut. I don't think it's any different. Nighty night, Jeff. Natasha, you ever get over to the States? Oh, okay. You'll be disappointed. Interneil had over 200 women that wanted to sleep with him, and he blew them off. I don't even know what that is. What is that? MG Toe Vibes. What is that? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Thank you. Oh, God. Natasha, aren't you like, not that it matters, but aren't you like young? Aren't you like relatively young? You know, I'm afraid to fucking ask you anything. Yeah, that's what I say, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, we let it fly. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, a lot of us are like that, Natasha. Yep. Well, I think I'm gonna go to bed by myself, you guys. A great chat. Thank you, Natasha, Chris, Interneil. Interneil, what time is it over there? Blue? LA? Good luck on your dreams, Natasha. Yeah, it's 1. Is that what time it is in Colorado? It's 2:16 here. Where's that? Interneil, what time is it where you're at? India. Or I mean Germany. Germany. 12:51? How can it be that? Oh, 8 in the morning. Oh, okay. Nighty night, LA. Good night, Natasha. Thank you. Hope you have good dreams, Chris. Chris is the hour. How can it be 3 there? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing. Yeah, it's 3 here too. My mistake. Makes sense now. Sorry. I was looking at the damn how long the chat was going on at the time. Yeah, it makes sense now. I was looking at the wrong numbers. Well, nighty night, Blue. Nighty night, Natasha, Chris. LA, you party on. All you stalkers out there that don't comment, you rock on. Yeah, I was looking at how long the chat was on. Yeah, love you too, you guys. You too, Interneil. You party on. Get some Rogan Josh for lunch. Yep, see you, Blue. Have a good day tomorrow, you guys. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. It's fun.